Okay, Shankaram Shivashankaram. We start the class today with an answer to the question what I have put yesterday. Because some of my own students, they do understand when three elements are affected, what points do we give? Okay, so here, always remember, just you can see this generative cycle. Of course, we have added this mind over there. Then it comes to earth, air, water, wood, and fire is generated. So when two elements are affected, suppose earth and water is affected, you give a point earth on water or water on earth, right? But when three, for example, they are affected, then suppose let us say if it is in the generative cycle, because you can only connect only 2 points, right? So you connect earth and air. Okay, suppose let us say earth, air, water. These three are affected. And what you do, earth and air, if you connect, water will get automatically charged, balanced. Okay, remember, earth and air. That is if it is in the generative cycle. Suppose there are three elements if they are affected. Let us say earth, air, water. Okay, then earth and air if you connect, water will get balanced automatically. So this is in the generative. Suppose if earth, water and wood are affected. If earth, water and wood are affected, what you do is you connect the control first. Always connect the control, then water will go to the generative, so water will balance. This is the this thing. You remember. Here you have to be very tricky, in the sense, first you have to see which controls what. The first one should be control, the second one should be generative.
Generative.
Like earth, water, wood is connected.
Yes.
Also. Is also connected.
No, but then, yeah, suppose, as he says, earth and water, okay, wood, earth and water are affected, right? Then he says, why not we connect wood and earth? No, why not we connect? But both of them are becoming controlled, right? It cannot be two controls. See, it cannot be two controls. So first should be control, then it should be generative.
Generative.
Yeah. First it should be control, then it should be generative. There cannot be two controls. No, there cannot be two controls. The child is misbehaving. If father is scolding, mother should keep quiet. Okay. Both of them, if they start scolding, then child will become fine. Likewise, there cannot be two controls. There can be only one control. Then one generator. To see how it becomes control and control. Right?
Sir, so, one doubt.
Yeah.
First is we have to have control point, then only go for the generative point. Am I correct?
Yeah, it should be one control and generative. Automatically it should be generated. See, in this case, you have air, water, wood. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as Mr. Shivakumar said, if you connect wood and earth, okay, then this is control, this is also control. You cannot have two controls. Yeah. One should be control, another one should be generated.
Okay, fine.
Suppose wood, earth and air are affected, then wood and earth you can give. So, air becomes generative.
Generative, okay, fine.
So, this is how it should be one. And three elements are affected, should be one.
One control.
And then it will
be next generative.
Okay, understand this point. You should understand this point very clearly. 3 points are affected. Okay.
Okay. Right.
You understand? Suppose if it is 3 in the generative mode, okay, generative mode, if 3 are there, then you connect earth and air will generate, earth generates
Send the water.
air to water. These 3 will come out like this. Okay. Suppose 4 are affected. Let us say earth, air, water, wood. All the 4 are affected. Then it is just generated, just air to air you give, air to water, water to, or anything, any 4 are affected. Then all the 4 can be connected through generator. There is no control required. Only in 3 you have the control, and then from there to generate. Suppose if all the 5 are affected, what do you do? You give either SP5 or K1. That's all. If all the 5 are affected, give SP5 or K1. K1 is a very good point. SP5 is also good. But why K1 is important? Is good. K1, why K1? Will teach you when it comes to K2. So K1 or SP5. Why K1 is K1? In your life force is there in the water. So K1. And why SP5? Because the whole thing starts from the start. Everything starts from the earth. So SP.
A point one more discussion. A point.
It will come in next class. So this class we are going to. Is this clear?
So if 4 are affected, we can start from any of them.
Yeah, you can start from any. See which is predominant. What you do is which is predominant. First thing, what is predominant is, no, I'll come to that now. What is predominant is, whatever the complaint they first say. So they will be having a knee pain, okay, they will be having cough, okay, they will be having something else. First what they say, sir, my knee is pain. So knee pain. So knee pain means what? Which element?
Water.
Start with what?
Water.
So give that as the first one. Now we will come to the second question I asked yesterday was earth and water. So this is control. This is decontrol. What is this control? What is this decontrol? Suppose let us say this earth and water, this control. Okay, when does earth controls water? See, for example, you have a big lake. There is so much of influx of water into the lake. So the earth, that is the boundary or whatever the bund, it might give way. So which has to control? That is, so water is very heavy. So there is the bund will give way. So you have to put more sandbags to strengthen the bund. That is earth. So earth to water you have to do. So which is giving you problem? Water problem. So which has to be strengthened? Earth. So in earth channel, give water. You want this point very clear. In earth channel, give water. What is the point? Earth channel water.
SP9. SP9.
Yeah. SP9 is the problem.
9.
9. Suppose, for example, now somebody has got a problem with their gynec problem or whatever it is. Okay, gynec problem is mainly due to water. Okay, at that time, in spleen channel, you give water. Okay. The other situation is, suppose water is there in the lake, but the bund has given way. Water has not increased. The bund has given way. So that means the water will start going out. So at that time, which is weak? Earth is weak. Okay?
Sure.
Water is just the same. But earth is weak. So where will you give the point? You have to give the point in earth and water. Okay, on water channel, give earth. You understand the one. Suppose for that example, You have a toothache, loose gum. No, your tooth is giving a problem. Tooth is what? Water. Gum is what? Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. This is this situation. Remember this situation. At that time, what will you give? In water, you give earth. K3. Because you get the channel later. It is K3. So in water, you give earth. So if what a toothache, the midpoint, it's not SP9, it's K3. But both are same. Always remember, you select the channel where the problem is. Because you will have commonly used to people say, anything you connect these two to become all right. But in my own experience, what I feel is wherever the problem is, you give that channel, give that importance, and in that you give the connect. And the first,
With the channel and the element.
first identify the element. Here we say in the same case, you found out it is earth and water. Where the problem is toothache. Okay, so this one is fine. No, your earth, this one, water is fine. But the problem is because of the earth. So give it in water channel. Give it in water channel. Understood the point?
The water channel is fine. Why we have to give in water channel?
It is decontrol. Water has to control earth, not earth controlling water. It is decontrol. Water is fine. Water is balanced. We almost balanced. There is no problem with water. The problem is with the earth. Whereas in the other case, it is gynec problem or knee pain. It is because where the problem is with water. So which has to control? The earth has to control. Are you clear about this? Are you clear? You watch Raghavan.
Yeah, that's clear.
It's clear?
Okay.
Anyone has got a doubt? This I have not taught in my earlier classes. Okay. This is where you have to, because I will tell you one more thing, because why, of course, this pulse diagnosis is also okay, but you cannot get into these finer details.
Sir, excuse me, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
If we are to select water first and control the earth, whether the point SP5, what is that point?
Not SP9.
SP9 will be different or same SP9 point?
No. That's what I told you. If the problem is in earth,
Yeah.
because why there is a toothache? Toothache is because the gum is weak.
Yeah.
Okay. The gum is what? Which element is the gum?
Earth.
Gum is this. It is earth. So earth is weak. Water is not weak. Okay.
Okay.
So water has to control earth.
Yes.
You remember, you catch the point. Water is fine.
Point has to control the weak.
Yes, exactly. But there is no. I have only a toothache, but I don't have a knee pain. Right?
Okay.
I don't have a knee pain. I have only a
Okay.
toothache.
Both the
So, knee pain, if I have, it is you put it, earth should control water. So, which is imbalance? Knee pain. Water is an imbalance mainly. Which has to control? The earth has to
Yes,
control.
sir.
Yeah. In a toothache, water is fine. Earth is weak. So, which has to control?
Water has to control.
It comes in the decontrol set. Okay.
Now, what is the point we have to?
No.
That's what my question.
K3. That is K3. You will understand K3 part. That is in water. You have to give.
Okay.
When we take the kidney channel, so you will know. Okay.
Okay, fine.
You understand? So this is how it is. Is this clear? This one?
Now it is clear.
If only one point, only one symptoms you see, you don't see any other symptoms, you can put it in the same one only. Suppose somebody feels, I'm not feeling the hunger, this one is there. You can give from all the three. Fire to earth you can give, wood to earth you can give, or earth on earth also. Only 1 point. 2 points, of course, just connects these two. 3 points, if it is generative, start from the Earth, air, and water. So earth, air, water will get automatically balanced. Okay, or if it is three control, first control, then generate. Okay, when it is 4, just generate. When it is 5, K1 or SP5. Okay, clear?
Clear.
Right? Now you know which ones to select. What is which channel to select. And then likewise, as I told you, if you are 100% sure, try to select the yin. If you are 100% sure that the disease is because of the yang, go to the yang channel. Go to the yang channel. Same principle. Go to the yang channel. What's just the first thing what the patient sees. First thing, that is the one which is bothering the patient more. Whatever the first thing, then they will say umpteen number of things. Main advantage for me in WhatsApp is, they don't talk. Otherwise, most of the people, they go on talking. Most of the time. And then first they will say the primary disease. Then they will start from age 5. Fellow should be old, over 70 years old. So from age 5 to 70, see, I will lose my patience. Then, my fire goes up. So this WhatsApp acupuncture therapy, I find it the best way. Very simple, just message, and they will not message more because messaging, takes time. So they give me that in one word I give the answer.
Only point.
Okay, so this is what it is. Now we go to our class. Actually, now I should thank Mr. Nalathambi. He really educated me on centripetal and centrifugal. Actually, I have made a mistake. Sorry for it. Apologies. Because he is an engineer, but I am a biologist. I always used to feel centrifuge means converging inside. But what you do is when you put any solution in a centrifuge tube, and then when you centrifuge, all the things they come inside. So I used to feel that it is inside. But actually, he educated me. It is going outside. Centrifugal means it is going outside, and centripetal means it is coming inside.
Inside.
Okay, coming. It is just actually in my previous slide. No, I would have mentioned it wrongly. Okay. So in organs and channels, correction on it is. I think it is in class 2 or class 3. Class 3. So I would have mentioned in organs in the leg. Okay. What are the in organs in the leg? This spleen, liver, kidney. I mentioned a centrifugal, that is wrong. It is centripetal because it is centripetal.
Coming in.
It is coming inside. So it is centripetal. In the second slide, this PDF you will get. You will get this, no need to go down and up. So it is in organs in the leg. This same slide. Starts
Same slide. Same slide.
Yeah. Yang organs, it is centrifugal. It's going out. Stomach 45 weeks on, no? Going out. Okay. That is just wherever centrifugal is there, make it a centrifugal. Okay. Large intestine, small intestine. These are the yang organs. Okay. Anyway, if you make those correct, I think the corrections are not proper. Yang organs in the hand. This centripetal is coming inside yang organs. And then
Going out.
yang organs,
Going out. Out.
the
Centrifugal.
leg. This centrifugal. Okay. This in organs in the leg. What is the one we have left out?
We have left in organ in hand.
In organ in hand.
Hand.
In organ in hand. So it is.
That will be centrifugal.
So it is centrifugal. Well, it starts from one. No? So
Yeah.
means I mean, no, in organs in the hand. It should be
Centrifugal.
Centrifugal. In organs in the hand, it is centrifugal. Going on.
Going up.
Going on. Yeah. Okay. So it starts, you can see, no, just below the collarbone. Puncture below the collarbone starts. See how it goes. So what is this? It is coming from inside and going out. So what is it?
Petal.
Huh?
Petal.
Centrifugal.
Centripetal.
It's going out. Centrifugal. Okay?
Going out of the body.
Yeah, going out of the body. So you see how it goes. Starts from there. Just it takes a turn. It is a right turn it takes. Right or left turn. Straight. It is at 90 degrees. A turn and then comes down and ends at the thumbnail base. It is on the outside thumbnail base actually. Outside, because you have to keep it like this. It is on the outside thumbnail base it will be. So this also you'll be getting, you can watch the channel how it goes. So when it ends at the outside thumbnail base, what is that point? What is that point? It is in. In always ends are starts with wood. Yang always starts or ends with yang. Okay, so this is the wood point. This is the wood point. Right?
Not the starter, this is the pilot.
Right? Where is the building? Slide. Okay, shall I close this?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the lung, right? Lung energy channel originates between first and second rib. Because what you see here on top, see in the neck, that is the collarbone. After that, the collarbone you can feel. After that, first and second. First and second. Okay, it starts there. Okay, the central bone rising through the anterior inner of the shoulder and runs down through the upper arm. Okay, runs down. So you can see here. Comes up and runs down through the upper arm. So run down through the upper arm. Okay, down through the upper arm, forearm. See, if you fold your hand, you will see a central nerve. Okay, there. It is, there are 2 points here. One is on the thumb side. Another one is on the little finger side. Right? There are 2. There are 2 points. The one which is on the side of the thumb, that is the water point. Okay? That is NU5. Okay, that is the water point. Then it comes like this, then it goes, then comes, then outside nail base. It ends in outside nail base. Okay. So this is how its flow is. You can always play the video, always remember how it goes. Because as I told you, even if any wound or anything affected, just give LE11 in this channel. So immediately that injury will get vanish. So the first point, because even though it is 11, we take the first one always at the nail base. Okay, so only 11. So 11 is wood. So what are the things wood can take care of? Is lung channel. So one is pain, infection, very important. Pain, then infection, or anything to do with the nerves. So some people complain of shoulder pain, that they, because you see how the whole thing goes, how the channel goes. L11. So it takes care of infection, takes care of wood, then take care of allergies, okay, sneezing, all those things. Wood. What are wood? Always remember that is liver. Liver does the repair. Anything for liver does, even toxin elimination, because it is detoxifies. So anything to do, anything, whatever the job liver does, this L11 is very, very useful. Very useful part. Very useful. Then you have LU10. LU10, if you just, you fold your thumb like this. Fold your thumb like this. Then you see these two, this joint and this joint.
One thing.
You see this one, this one. Let's see two joints. Just, here. Then after this, from here to here, this is called the wisdom or whatever. I don't know, the mouth. Some love mouth, I don't know what it is. Okay. And this that. In between, where the finger bone, it runs like this. In between these two, this and this, there is a central point. There is a central point. So you just put your finger like this and then run on the board, on the corner of the board. Then you will see one depression. You will see one depression. See that? Is it visible? Between the two. Just what you do is always put the finger there and run it up and down. Give it pressure. With pressure. That is where. See, always remember, most of the points, they are on the depression on the bone. Always you will find one small depression. So that if you press, for most of us it will pain. For most of us it will pain. Fire. You know why it is pain? People used to ask, why it should pain? Your lung, whatever food we eat, most of the food what we eat are not digestible. So we eat junk. We eat junk. So what does the stomach do? It rejects. It takes only the thing what it wants, and the remaining is waste. What happens to that waste? It has to be thrown out. First, what it does, it makes it into air. Converts it into air. So as you breathe out, it tries to send it out. But the waste is heavy. Waste is more. Waste is more. So what happens? It compresses, space. So it becomes watery. That is why, you get the cold. Cold is nothing but an indigestion. Sorry. Cold is nothing but an indigestion. That means the stomach is not all right. Okay. So what happens? That becomes thickened. And it goes where it goes, it gets stored in the lung.
Lungs.
It's stored in the lungs because it tries to send it out. That is why, a cough or this gets, and as the phlegm gets stored, what is the next stage? One is become solid. So what does it do? So the infection comes in. That is what it leads to many lung infections and watering. So breathing becomes difficult. Right? So what is required there to evaporate it? It is required. So fire. So this is the lung with fire. That will suppose somebody has got a breathing difficulty. Okay, somebody is choking. You will then you literally start breathing. So that whole thing eats. So the whole thing phlegm will come out. Don't worry. Well, what we generally do, we go and take some medicine, and we stop the letting out of the. That's where entire problem starts. L10 is very useful. Whenever the lung is filled even with water, so you give laxatives and this. But when the quantity goes high, no harm in giving laxatives. You give some helping hand. Nothing wrong. Don't think all these English medicines are bad. Only acupuncture is very good. No. Every medicine has got its own. We all these things we brought in it is because of chemicals only. So how will you get out of the chemical? No, another chemical. Bring down the load. Because you don't have that kind of an energy to throw out. So use the help of medicines. There is nothing wrong in taking medicines, but not to a very long period. So that the chemicals they don't get utilized. So they get stored and it becomes toxins. Because the detoxification is done by liver and kidney. These two things will get affected. So nothing wrong. Ease out. Suppose you are, there is so much of water in the lungs. Okay. So you don't say, okay, I will keep only a little point. Okay. And then I will come out of it. Dangerous.
No.
So what it is, take classics, whatever is, you remove that water from the system. Do it. Come to a particular state, then you start administering everything. Okay, use both. Use both conveniently. Don't be a fanatic. I will not use, well, most of the acupuncturists I have seen say, I will not use any medicine. Let me die. Stupidity. Everything is there, everything is good. Use it with your, your good thinking. Use it accordingly. So, something goes more. So for that matter, I was terribly bad because I lost all my energy because negative energy started coming in when I was treating patients. So I went into acupuncture therapy. I don't touch, I don't put needle because negative energy was coming. So I lost my energy. So naturally, I became sick, and I abused my body in my younger age. So naturally, things were coming back because not enough energy. I had to seek the help of others. It became all right. Now what I did, I reduced everything completely. Now I'm back to acupuncture. So it took some time. So there's nothing wrong. Please don't be a fanatic of anything. Balance between all the system. Whichever system you find, do it. Well, for that matter, tomorrow I'm going to try and run for 1 week. So I'm going to have a massage. 1 week massage, as an Ayurvedic massage. Well, okay, that is good. It detoxifies. Good, I'm fine. I don't have any disease. But, it will detoxify my system. So I'm doing that. Okay. Take the good from every system. And this is LU9 is earth. So LU9 is earth. We don't use this point much because generally earth and air, you have in spleen, you have HP5. Same point, same equivalent point. But generally we don't use this point. This is just about, it is on the wrist, on the crease. You'll find the crease just below the LU10 point, just on the crease, the wrist. This LU9 is there. Can be used for digestion also. Digestion. Then LU8 is air. LU8 is air. So whenever you feel short of breath, this is about 1 chun below the LU wrist. 1 chun is this 1 chun. What you do is you put 1 chun on the wrist down below, so you will find the point there. So this helps in increasing your, what we call air power. Power of breathing, deep breathing, all those things. Or suppose you feel tired, you feel short of breath, you can use this. Whenever you feel short of breath, you can use this. Okay. This is LU8. You go through this visually. And it is LU5. LU5, as I told you, it is on the elbow inside. Okay. This is what you call it as anterior portion on the elbow, onto the side. The central nerve is there, onto the side of thumb. So that is where it is. LU5. This also you can use it for any congestion. Water is again water congestion, and anything to do with your throat, anything to do with your cough, all those things. Or hiccups. Hiccups is a very good point. Any hiccup, it is a very good point. So people having hiccups for months together, so they can be easily treated. Just this point, this is LU5. Okay. So what is that? LU11 is wood. 10 is fire. 9 is earth. 8 is air. 5 is water. There. Any doubts? Any doubts? No, we will get the point clear. What you do is you just take a pepper and put all this thing in all these points. Press it. When you press it, you can easily identify the point. Alright? Okay.
Anish, third one, the green color. Mute.
Okay. So whenever now, because some noise is coming, so what we thought we have muted everything. So if you have any doubts, you please put it on chat. Okay. We'll answer this. Okay. This is what it is. So this lung channel special point is, it doesn't come under the treatment points, but this is LU2. LU2. As I told you, the lung channel starts from the first and second, between the first and second rib. Just one tune above, you will find the collarbone. Take your thumb, and then you just run above this, you run through the collarbone. So you will find one depression there. You will find one depression. In the collarbone, what you do is, you don't run it, press it, and then you do like this. Unless you press it and then you do like this. Don't run it through like this. Press it and do like this. Okay. Press this one on the collarbone and just run it with the pressure. Run it with the pressure. Then you will find one depression there. What is happening there, as you can see here? See, this is L1. This is L2. It takes a right angle. See, it takes a right angle. As the energy flows, you go to the field, agricultural field. So they used to have this waterways, this small. They call it Tamil, they call it as Vaikal. So that there is a turn like this. If the whole thing goes and if it turns like this, then what happens? In that corner, you will see all the dust, all the dead leaves, all the things over there in the corner. See that, no? In the corner. After leaving for a long time, that will even choke. So what they do is they clear it up so that the water will flow. Likewise, when the energy flows, the channel is going like this, then again it takes a turn. So there will be muck accumulated in that corner. So the energy flow is stopped. That is when you get your frozen shoulders. So you will not be able to lift the shoulder. They say, I cannot put my hand back. So it will be quite difficult for them to do that. So what to do is, after giving, it is blocked, channel is not clear, give LU level. Give LU level. And then this point, plus that LU2 and first you give LU level, put the plaster on LU level. Then this point, ask them to put the finger. You don't put your finger. You ask them to do it by themselves. Okay. Then you press it. Press it hard. Press it hard. Ask them to press it hard. Then that will get linked. So immediately they will be able to shoot. Immediately, I'm not joking. Immediately. In case it is very strong, not able to go in, what I would suggest is you put your index finger. Ask them to put the index finger on this LU level point. Okay, whichever side. Suppose there is a frozen shoulder on this side, ask them to put it on this. This side, ask them to put it on this. Okay, then fold all the fingers. But the finger should press. Finger should press. Ask them to, keep it in front and then ask them to lift. Like this. And how much ever you can, as well as they can. Okay, do this exercise. Just do this exercise for about 15 to 20 times a day. Or in between. You have to put this and then lift it up and then bring it back. From this, lift it up as much as you can. Then this entire shoulder will be good. Entire shoulder. So they will say some problem here, there's some nerve is there, nerve has got stuck, nothing like that. It is just an energy block. Just an energy block. So, like this, you can also, even there is something to do with large intestine. So when they have a frozen shoulder and when they have constipation. Okay, then there's some other thing which I will tell you on large intestine channel. So in lung, the special channel is LU2. These 3 points are very important: LU11, LU10, LU5, and LU2. Okay? Clear? Shall we go to the next thing? Just open up so that you can ask us. Open mute.
Unmute. Manage.
Manage. That's a knowledge.
We want to ask question.
Yeah, they can ask questions. I'd ask them to. Hello? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions on this lung channel?
No.
Doctor, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So, why the shortness of breath is happening? What is the cause of it?
Which one?
Shortening of
Shortening of breath.
Yeah.
What is it you can think of? Your lung
My
is
lung
congested.
function is not proper.
Your lung is congested. So much of junk is there in the lung. So that has to be removed. That is why there is a shortness. It is already filled.
Okay.
Okay, suppose I have a pot full of water and I pour water into it.
No.
That's how it is. The lung is not shortness of breath when it comes because there is not enough space. It is not enough space for the air. So mostly it is due to water. Use that LU10 channel. Use LU10.
LU10, LU5.
Huh?
You said LU5 for shortness of breath. Right?
LU10. Why also you can use, but best is if it is water, you have cold or if it is water filled, you can use LU10. LU5 also you can use. value 10 will be better. Okay, 5, 10, whatever is can be used. Water should go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Any
you,
other
sir.
questions? Yeah, any other? No. Right?
Like always in the early morning, the mouth is feeling bittery. What might be the cause of it?
Mouth, early morning, what time?
What time around 4:30 to 5 o'clock around after that?
Okay. So what is bitter? Bitter is which element?
Fire.
Liver.
Bile.
Fine.
Fire.
Fire.
Fire. Bitter is
Fire.
fire. Okay,
Bitter
what
is
the
fire.
time? What is the time? Early morning.
Lungs.
Early morning.
This-
3 and
Yes.
5.
Fine.
3 and 5, what is this element? It is air.
Air.
Right?
Air.
So fire and air.
Ah,
Right? It is getting affected. So which controls air? Fire. Fire controls air. This is how you have to work out. So fire controls air. So which point will you hold?
fire.
Channel air. Pollutant.
Pollutant.
Pollutant. Because where it is happening, you can also have fire and air, which is the other way around. No, you can have it in the fire. Okay. But here it is happening where? It is happening in lung, right?
Lung channel.
Yeah. Lung time. So it is happening.
Happening in lung line.
So it is fire and air. Right?
Doctor,
Yes.
I have a doubt. Doctor,
Yeah.
hello. Chandrasekhar.
Yeah, tell me.
He said fire controls air.
Yeah. Fire control air.
Is it not air that is controlling fire always?
What?
No.
Not able to hear you. What is the question? Fire controls air. Then
But my doubt is it is always air controlling fire. Is it not?
No, listen.
air controls fire.
Yes. Yes,
No.
air only controls fire. Is it not? If there is
That
no
is
air
decontrol.
controlling fire, no.
Air, if it controls fire, then it is decontrol.
Oh,
Fire, when
So
it
if
controls air, it is control.
oh, oh.
What happens? Suppose there is a candle. Okay, you
Yeah.
blow it hard. It will go up.
Yes. Yes.
But okay, but
Yes.
when fire is there, suppose you have an air conditioner, right?
Yeah.
So when it gets cool, that is the fire goes on top, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, or why there is so much of air? Why there is a wind? Because of the temperature, no? But one
Okay.
place, so from cool to hot, the air will flow. That is why you are having cyclones and this and that and whatnot.
Okay.
Okay, same way body also. Air, the air only controls, fire only controls the air.
Okay.
If air controls fire, then it is decontrol.
Okay. Okay, doctor.